Hello, guys. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much for listening in. We're glad you're here. We appreciate. Yeah, so today we're back with yet another episode. You've been waiting for quite a while now, wondering what has been happening, but we are here.
Yes.
Yeah, so actually, we are going to be talking about what has been happening in our lives, and that's the main reason why we took a break from posting videos, from giving you content. Yes. So, do you remember, Rachel?
Yes.
There's this time that we had posted an anonymous Q&A.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh, no.
This question is leading.
Yeah, there's this time that we had posted an anonymous Q&A on our IG.
Yeah.
And then somebody asked us, like, what would happen if you would move to different places? Guys, I know we've already preempted what we will be talking about, but imagine, guys, like this person was a prophet or a prophetess.
Yeah.
So, guess what?
What?
It did not take long.
It didn't even take a month.
And what happened? Tell us what happened.
Yo.
What went down?
I moved to Kisumu. Imagine, guys, all the way from Coast to Nakuru.
Mm-hmm.
As if that's not enough. I went on and on to Kisumu.
All the way to Kisumu.
All the way to Kisumu. Just imagine. Hey.
Yeah. We could. We thought that we could continue giving you guys content even when we are far from it. I think that's how we answered the question.
Yeah.
We said that we would not take a break. We will figure out a way that we are in a technology-driven era. So,
but we tried. We were not silent all that time.
Yeah, but we tried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Rachel moved all the way to Kisumu. She got a job. And it was too good to just let it go, So, at this level, like, whenever you get, okay, we're at a level where we are still growing.
Mm-hmm.
So we're still yet to find, like, a definite path, like, kukua sure, this is where I want to settle, this is what I want to do with my life, or have you already figured that out?
As of now, yeah, I think I have a clear picture. One thing for sure, I'm not going back to Kisumu.
That is one thing that you've already
that place, Miwani, it's not even in Kisumu town, it's called Miwani. You wouldn't even want to go to that place. Like, it's the most interior of the interiorist. Hey, one thing for sure. I'm not going back.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the experience was that bad?
It wasn't. I couldn't say it was the best, but it is what it is. I mean, even in high school, I didn't suffer like that.
Survival for the fittest,
Yeah, but
you gotta do what you gotta do to survive.
Yeah, but it was an interesting episode because I got to learn, I got to survive, I got to experience. Yeah, it was worth it. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take us back a little bit. So this time, you were actually looking for an opportunity.
Yeah.
So how did you land in Kisumu? In other words, how did you land yourself in Kisumu? How did you get yourself from Nakuru to Kisumu?
You see, the way you have a friend and you're like, yo, can you just help me get a job? Like, I studied this and this, but right now I'm working and I'm not in the profession which I studied, but I'd appreciate if you know somewhere where they have this profession and they're hiring. And he's like, yo, yeah, I know a place. I know a place. And I'm like, well, so you hook me up. I mean, what are friends for? And he's like, okay, I'll do that. And he did, true to his word. The first day I went there. Oh my goodness. You know what?
Careful what you wish for.
I went there. I did the interview. I was well dressed, of course. But I remember I woke up at 3 from Nakuru so that I can arrive in Kisumu on time because the interview was at 9. So I woke up at 3. I arrived the place where I will take the boda at around 6. So from where I alighted to where the company was, it's like 1 hour on a motorbike.
Wait a minute.
What?
So there are no matatus?
No, there are no matatus. Yeah, it's either you use the company vehicles or you just use a boda. There is no matatu. So I took like 1 hour. So in this time I've worn like I am putting on really warm clothes. I'm on a trouser, my shoes, my jumper and all. But then in the bag I had carried the clothes which I'm going to wear when I do the interview, because it was again dusty. So when I arrived there, my trouser was full of dust. It's like, hey, where is this place? I remember asking the Boda guy, I'm like, okay, where are we going? Why are we not arriving? Like, I've never sat this long on a motorbike. Why are we not arriving? And the road was rough. I'm like, yo. And when you go, like, there are people, yes, but the activities quite minimal and the people quite few, but most of the place is just green, see the sugar cane, and that's it.
And this time you're going for an interview?
Yeah, I'm going for an interview. So I went, I did the interview, and I left. You know, the way I was coming back, I told the guy who hooked me up, like who assisted me who told me that there was that opportunity. I told him I'm never coming to that place. I am not going to that place. What place is that? What kind of place is that? I'm not coming. I'm not going. I was like, you know, the moment I arrived in Nakuru, I saw people and I'm like, yeah, this is the kind of life I want. There are people. There is you can see the energy, like.
Really? You mean it was that interior? It was that bad?
Yeah, you see activities and I'm like, yeah, this is what I want. Not where I go and see sugar cane, like, oh my goodness, green everywhere. The other side, it's the Nandi Hills, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So the first time I said I'm never going back, and I promised, I said I'm never going back. And I was like, okay, are you sure? I'm like, sure, over my dead body. Guess what? Kiliniramba, guys.
Okay, so now you've gone to this place, like you've committed, you were really yearning for an opportunity.
Yeah.
And then like someone hooks you up, of course, connections here, they are very important.
Yeah.
And then you land yourself an opportunity, but now you're going there. Of course, there's that challenge of, distance. You're from course.
Yes.
Then you're in Nakuru, then you have to travel like 3 hours away, 3 to 4 hours away. And then go again deeper.
Yeah.
2 hours away, 1 hour away on a motorbike. In a place that is not even accessible to the tarmac road.
Yeah, it was basically Maram Road.
So that means that you really wanted this opportunity.
I really wanted it. Because you remember now the first time I said, nah, I'm not going. Like, not my cup of tea. When they reached out for the second time, and I'm like, okay, what's this leading to? Because I told them I don't want to go to such a place. Why are they insisting? Why is it? And I was like, okay, what if it's a sign? You know, those questions you keep on asking yourself, what if? And I'm like, okay, right now I'm in a really desperate situation. I don't really have got many options. I don't have many options. And I'm like, okay, let me just give it a shot.
Sometimes when we pray, God opens doors in different ways, and when He does, He will insist to you. So you might find that this was the door to your success, the door to your prosperity.
True.
So He just didn't want you to lose it.
Yeah.
So now you were really committed to, do this job. You're waking up at 3 a.m. to go for an interview in a very far place. Now you are coming back, and now you're like, no. I can't go. I am not going. And I'm actually going to call them. I'm going to tell them that I'm not coming.
Yeah, but that interview, I passed actually. And they told me, you report, this is the what, and I'm like, nope. I don't want. Give it to someone else. I've said I don't want.
How did it feel? Getting to say no.
Okay, it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard for me because I didn't want to go to that place. Like have you ever experienced something and you're like, no, not again, not me. Nijikute. Unajikuta.
Ghafla binvu ushajikuta, my lord.
This life.
I know, never say never. So now it happens. They contact you the second time, and now you actually think about it and say, you know what, I can give it a try. What happened? What changed your mind?
What changed my mind?
keep laughing.
Oh,
It's that bad.
Yeah, like yeah, it was that bad. I was in an environment where I felt stressed and I was not really in a good position. I don't want to get into details, but I was not in a good position. So opting for the other option was a way better. Opting for for the other option, not going to Kisumu, was a way better decision. Like, if at all that makes sense. Yeah.
What you're trying to say, I think sometimes we can do whatever it takes for our mental.
Yeah, that's true. I was losing my mind. You remember there was this time we met for dinner, and I was like, I'm just tired.
I remember.
I was tired.
I do remember. Like, you can literally do anything just to get a peace of mind.
Hey, I really needed that peace of mind. I needed it. I was losing my mind, literally.
Okay, fast forward.
Yeah.
Now, did you get that peace of mind in this place, or was it a double tragedy? Like, now you are inside the forest, and now the peace of mind is not there.
Okay. Looking at the positive, when you experience something, there's usually the positives and the negatives. Sure. Let me start with the positives. I got to sleep. We usually went for lunch 2 hours, and I got to sleep during lunch hour. Who sleeps at work during lunch hour? Nobody. Imagine you're going for lunch, you go eat like 30 minutes, then you sleep for 1 hour, 30 minutes, then you go back to work. So that was one of the positives. And then at least I got to experience like my profession and build my professional experience. Yeah, and I got to interact with several people, and which is amazing in my journey, in my personal journey, in my career journey. Like, yeah. But again, no, looking at the negatives, the social life was at a standstill. You just got to interact with the people who are within, you see. Yeah, so
your workmates. So basically, it's just a working environment.
Yeah.
There are no like other friends, or there are no other relationships.
Yeah, no relationships. So can you tell someone to come visit you when when they come, they will not even be happy.
Yeah, and you know sometimes you never know who is watching you to go and report you. Like, so many things.
Yeah.
So a lot of things that you can't just survive.
But at least I'll tell my grandkids this story.
Yeah, sure. At least you have some stories to tell your grandchildren when they come.
Yeah.
Wow, that is amazing. That's quite interesting. So now it happens that you move out.
Yeah.